You're listening to Alpha Nation, a podcast hosted by some of Australia's leading coaches at Alpha Strength and Physique, helping you level up in your fitness journey.
That was good. That was good.
On point. Welcome back, everyone, to Alpha Strength and Physique's official podcast, Alpha Nation. I'm your host, Haydn Thompson, and also our other host, Lizzy B.
Hello. Welcome back for the fourth week. Thanks for sticking with us.
Whatever episode this is.
Yeah.
So, today we're going to be talking about gym stuff. What are we talking about today, Liz?
Today we are actually talking about where to start in the gym.
Yes. So, pretty much if you're new to it or you're thinking of joining, you don't know where to start, don't know what to do, there's just going to be some tips where to go from here.
Yeah. Tip number one is pretty simple.
Yeah. Asking for a coach, or just ask for help. I guess if you're in the process of scouting for gyms, also talk to them about their trainers, or talk to them.
When you say them, you mean the gym?
Yeah. Talk to the gym. See what facilities I've got, if it suits your goals, what you need, I guess what you want to do at the gym, and then talk to the people who know what to do, really. It's kind of self-explanatory, but not many people do it.
Yeah.
Find someone who can help you. And that's where we come in, your coaches.
Oh, how convenient is that? If you're in the market for a coach.
We're coaches, so that's what we kind of do best.
If you have literally never worked out before or worked out in the gym, or if you've actually never had any sort of coaching before, get yourself a coach because you want to be using good form because poor form leads to injury and you probably won't get strong results.
No, exactly.
If you're doing it wrong.
If you get a good coach, they're going to set you up well and actually teach you what you need to know, I guess long term. So yeah, we make money off you guys training with us and everything, but our goal should be getting you in the gym where you don't, or getting you guys to the point where you don't need us anymore.
Absolutely.
And really being able to set you guys up to train by yourselves. Also just keeps us pretty free.
And whilst we do offer online coaching, not that this episode is to plug our services
at all.
If you're wanting a face-to-face coach and you can't sign up to Alpha, I suppose it's worthy that we talk about what makes a good coach.
Yes, in other places, which aren't Alpha.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal. All jokes aside, no, there are good coaches in the industry, but there's also a lot of bad ones. So, today we're pretty much just going to be talking to you guys about how to spot a bad coach, and I guess how to go about it.
And just all the things to do in the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want a coach that's going to sit down with you and do a pretty comprehensive consultation about your life, where you're at, what your goals are, what you want out of the gym.
Exactly. And someone who's just going to program around that too.
Yeah.
So you'll see us when we initially get a client in, we will sit you guys down for your initial consult, which goes over like basic details, how we can contact you, your age, all that kind of stuff. But then it talks about your sleep, it talks about your nutrition, your hydration, it goes into, I guess, your lifestyle and how much you're working or how much exercise you're currently doing or want to do. Into your medical history, which is also super important. If someone's not asking you that, they're not getting the big picture. They could be giving you something you shouldn't be doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for example, if you've got high blood pressure, we don't really want you doing anything overhead, and we don't really want you to do any like large postural changes. So you want a coach who's going to be able to look at that and find out, hey, this is what we can actually get you doing. This is going to get us set out, I guess, in a good way. But then also someone who's going to correspond with, I guess, your GP or correspond with your physio if you are working with another allied health professional.
Yeah, if you're recovering from injury and you haven't seen a physio, we will probably recommend that you go and see a physio, and then we'll work with them to, give you the right program for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's effective and safe.
If in doubt, refer out.
Yeah.
That's kind of our motto. If we're not sure how to handle it, we're not going to try and be the big guy and be like, oh, you actually need to do this, or hey, you should be doing this.
If we don't know, we'll figure it out.
It's not in our scope. We'll figure it out for you. We'll try to, or we'll send you to someone who knows what they're doing. But we're going to correspond with them and you in order to give you the best plan that's going to work for you as well.
Absolutely.
It's just going to keep you safe, really.
Yeah. And you want someone who is really going to go over the fundamentals of training with you. They're not going to throw you in the deep end. They're not going to chuck weight on the bar, you know, no ego lifting. There's no, I mean, classic is, before I started training, I loved CrossFit. Haydn laughs at me because I actually did CrossFit to make friends when I moved to Sydney. But the particular gym that I went to was actually quite good, but I went to I tried a few different ones, and one of them actually just tried to get me overhead squatting with like a 20 kilo bar, and I had never walked into a gym before in my life, so I couldn't even do it with a wooden stick, and they're trying to like get me to lift weights. So you want someone that is going to start basic with you, and really kind of work with you to achieve your goals, whether they're mental goals, aesthetic goals, lifestyle goals, whatever it is. Everyone has different goals.
That's exactly it. And your coach isn't going to get you on the plan that they like doing.
Exactly.
Obviously, they're going to throw their own little, I guess, their favourite exercises for that program. For example, I don't have an example. Let me think of one. We're going to edit this out.
I was like, can we do a whole episode without editing?
No, we cannot. Sorry, this is all Lizzy. But yeah, so they're going to program for your goals, not theirs. You're not going to come to someone with like a weight loss goal, or you're not going to come to someone with a performance goal and they're going to be getting you doing something that's completely different to what your output or your desired outcome is. So say you want to run 5Ks in, I don't know what a good time to run 5Ks is.
A month.
You want to run 5Ks in a month? That's a long 5Ks. I'm sure I could do that in like, I don't know, maybe half an hour.
I thought you meant I want to achieve being able to run 5Ks.
No, I was meant like a performance goal. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you like, I don't know, like,
the way you just looked at me, I was like,
what have I done wrong?
I don't think I understand what I'm saying. Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm going to run 5Ks. I want to do 5Ks in 20 minutes. There you go.
There, that's a performance goal.
Yeah.
They're not going to be getting you doing bicep curls if that is your only performance goal or your only goal.
Exactly.
Obviously, they're going to program other styles of exercise for you, which is going to help you in the long run or to achieve that goal.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be doing, for example, I don't know, spider curls for 6 reps. It's got nothing to do with your goal. Why would you?
The sass on your face. Head to YouTube if you want to see a sassy version of Coach Haydn.
It's just wasting your SRA.
Yeah.
Your recovery and adaptation resources, really.
Yeah. So if your coach is trying to get you powerlifting and you are not interested in powerlifting, then send us an email.
send us an email and we'll sort you out properly.
But seriously, get yourself a coach. That's tip 1.
Tip
if you're
number
new
1.
to the gym, get yourself a coach. And don't think that you need a coach that you can only have a coach if you have aesthetic goals. Coaches cover everything. It might just be that you need someone to keep you accountable, or that you just want to feel good.
And that's what we're really good for.
Exactly.
We know how to talk you up too. Make you feel good inside.
We compliment you.
Yeah.
Even when it's not true. No, I'm joking.
Well, it's always true. You're always making progress.
It's always true.
If we're good.
if you're good.
If we're good, you're always making progress. Somewhat.
It's true. Actually, a good coach will help you make progress.
Yeah.
I literally, before pressing record on this podcast, told Haydn a story about a coach that I used to have when I lived in Sydney that had me light raising 1 kilo dumbbells. I'm not even kidding you, because he didn't want to break me. And I was like, what is this?
You gotta push me, motherfucker.
And then I found Greg, and he put 5 in my hand, and I was like,
even though he's an asshole. He still pushed her to try.
He pushed me, and it worked.
It does.
I suddenly actually really liked training because I had a coach that was pushing me and educating me at the same time.
100%.
And not saying, you're little, you can't lift.
Yeah, you don't want someone who's gonna just write you off either.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we're gonna be realistic and tell you, if Lizzy's a whole 50 kilos and she wants to deadlift 300 kilos.
Maybe not.
get on the gear.
Did you do 87.5 this week? Humble plug.
That's big weights for a small girl.
So the other tip that we have got, other than find yourself a coach, is start basic. You don't have to walk into the gym. Actually, you shouldn't walk into the gym and go straight for the barbell. Don't go straight for the rack. It looks good. Sure, a lot of Instagrammers look great when they're posting videos of doing a back squat, but you can't start training and go straight to the barbell. You've got to earn the right.
Yeah, you do have to work your way up there. Even if it is in the same session, or even if it is in your first session, work your way up there. And that comes into our warm-ups and like all our drills before that. But start easy. Like grab the dowel and try back squatting with the dowel, or try front squatting with the dowel. Get a coach to show you how to back squat or front squat, because a lot of times you don't do it right. Trust me.
And if you haven't been to the gym before, you probably don't even know how to squat properly. So you need to start with bodyweight squats.
Exactly.
Grab a dumbbell, do some goblet squats, work your way up to the bar. In the same way as you wouldn't start deadlifting in your first phase, really. You'd be doing trap bar deadlifts and work your way up.
And if your gym doesn't have a trap bar, you'll be doing
good point.
Still deadlift variations. But if
Remaining
there's somewhere
deadlift.
easier to start there.
Yeah.
Get used to the exercises before you start really overloading them or trying to push those exercises too far.
I think my biggest thing is that there's a lot of, and I use the term influencers, I really don't use it in a derogatory sense, but by way of example, there's a lot of influencers that are posting workout examples, but you can't necessarily copy that influencer's workout. So if they're going in and they're doing deadlifts, hip thrusters, back squats, and they're just posting a full leg day, and you've never been to the gym before and you feel inspired to try, you won't be able to walk in and do these movements. And you won't be able to do their weight either. So be careful.
Because most influencers don't know what they're talking about. I say that very generally. You do get some good ones, but be careful. Look at who you're actually watching online.
Yes.
But also B, they've got a lot more training experience than you do. So their training is going to look a lot different to what yours is. Our episode back on recovery, I think that was, what episode was that?
That was episode 3.
It was episode 1 of them.
It was 100% episode 3.
100% episode. Back in episode 3 on recovery, we talked about what a beginner program would look like, and that is starting off generally full body compounds. A lot of influencers are a lot past the beginner stage or somewhat past the intermediate stage, so their workouts are going to look a lot harder than what yours should be, because they can recover from a lot more than what you can. Now, going straight into the gym, going from zero activity to some activity is going to be a huge jump in itself. You don't want to go from zero activity to too much activity that you fry yourself out or burn yourself out and then don't actually like the gym anymore or get injured and then you're back to doing fucking nothing. So you just got to be careful of that as well. And again, if you get a good coach, they'll know this. They'll be able to, talk you through how much your body should be able to handle or work out how much you can handle or can recover from. And they're not going to push you to the limits or too hard that you cook yourself and then don't want to come back.
Exactly.
We want to try and keep exercise as fun for you as we can, while also keeping it, I guess, as effective as we can.
Absolutely.
And there is a balance between that though.
There's a massive balance, and I think that comes down to a good consultation as well. So if your goals are aesthetic, but you have a busy lifestyle, then a coach needs to program around your lifestyle as well as your goals.
Like the most optimal training isn't going to be best for you. Like if you've got an office job, 9 to 5, the most optimal bodybuilding program, you'll be training 2 times a day, morning and night, having Sundays off. You'll be able to fit that's 12 sessions in. So the average person isn't going to be able to fit in 12 sessions a week. Like, it's just not doable for you. Even though it's the most optimal, eating 6 times a day for bodybuilding is optimal, you can't fit that in. Or the general person won't be able to fit that in. But it's also about priorities too. The gym doesn't have to be your priority. Like,
And it might
Make
just
it
be
fit
something
you.
that you want to do
For fun.
every now and then for fun. Yeah, exactly.
And that's fine. We're not going
Yeah.
to be here tell you like, no, you have to train this many times a week. No, you have to do this. No, you have to do that. Just do what you can commit to, or do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're here as a tool to get you where you want to be, but where you want to be has to be a priority too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tangent into prioritizing what you want to do, whether it's exercise, home life, work life.
Yeah.
You can only prioritize so much, or you can only order those priorities in some order. You can't have everything up the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, and that really comes down to you, and we'll be able to determine that in that consult.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get your coach who gives you a consult.
Yes, yes. And I think that there's no real other way to word this, but I think that the big one there is really earn your right to progress, or put the work in to progress. Don't push yourself too hard. Put your ego away. You don't have to throw weight on the bar.
No.
Don't get under the bar if you're not ready. No one's looking at you.
Exactly.
No one cares how much you're lifting.
Everyone's just like you.
Yeah.
And cares about themselves more than they care about
Yes.
anyone else in there.
And one of the things that we find with, I would say most Gen Pop clients, is they're nervous to go to a gym because you kind of think people are looking at me, people are judging me, these people here are all super fit, they're going to tell I don't know what to do. That's absolutely untrue.
No.
If you go to a gym, everyone is
Much the same as you.
everyone's very much the same. No one's even looking at what you're doing. They're looking at themselves in the mirror.
Unless you're doing something that's ridiculously stupid, then no one cares.
Yeah.
Really.
Don't do anything that will get you on gym fails.
Just
and you'll
don't
be
do anything
fine.
stupid. Get you a coach to tell you what's not stupid. Another shameless plug. Alpha.
Alpha Strength and Physique.
Alpha Strength and Physique.
So I suppose in another essence of getting started, some let's run through some good at-home exercises. If someone can't afford a gym membership, or they want to, some people like to feel a little bit fit before they sign up to a gym.
Yeah.
That's just the reality.
For sure. Well, that all depends on where you're starting. Obviously, if you've got a BMI of like 45 plus,
Yeah.
which is fucking huge, you're not going to be able to do push-ups.
No offense to
pull-ups.
anyone.
No offense to anyone who is a 45 plus BMI, but also change that.
Good on you for listening to this podcast. If
Yeah.
you are and you're looking for any help,
Come in and we'll talk to you.
alphastrengthandphysique.com.au.
If we've got a website yet, we'll find out.
We do.
We do? Oh, I'm on board. I know all of this.
Oh my god, Haydn does not know
I'm
anything
very
from the
absent.
marketing department.
I rock up to work, I rock up to
You're
meetings.
good at what you do, Haydo. You can't take that away from you.
Yeah, exactly. I try my best. But yeah, just a general place to start with at-home exercises. Get yourself some resistance bands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone can do resistance bands, whether that's resistance band rows or resistance band kind of. What would you do with resistance bands? Squat. No, you can squat.
Yeah, you
with
can
your body weight.
get a TheraBand, get a resistance band. You can have a lot of there's a lot of variations that you can do.
Yeah.
We actually did a lot of videos during COVID.
It does also depend on any anchor points you do have as well.
That is very true.
You could do a lat pull down if you've got an up-eye attachment or anchor point. Don't attach it to a cupboard, you could probably rip the cupboard the wall.
I got in trouble from Luke politely for attaching my TheraBand to the handles of the cupboard door
Yeah, I would also.
to do face pulls.
Yep, I probably wouldn't be happy about that.
I was
if
like,
owned
they're
a house.
sturdy. I tested them. Not
I'm
smart.
sure.
Thought
No.
about it afterwards. Not smart.
Terrible idea.
But you can do Romanian deadlifts with a resistance band or
Just
a
a simple
TheraBand.
hip hinge, yeah.
Absolutely.
You can do squats, you can do
Bicep curls.
push-ups, you can do bicep curls, because they're super important in everyone's program. I always need to include them. But no, yeah, if you want a good full body workout, resistant bands, body weight exercises,
Swiss ball. I'm a big fan of the Swiss ball.
Swiss ball, you can
Yeah.
do your hamstring curls, your glute bridges,
$30. Rebel
Yeah.
Sport.
exercise
Not an
ball
ad.
crunches. Go to Rebel.
If you guys want to sponsor us, get in touch.
Yeah, Rebel, if you're watching this, we'll take your money.
But actually, speaking of sponsor, I would love a Kmart sponsorship because they have a great fitness section. They legit have probably everything you need. They've got resistance bands, Swiss balls,
Weights.
the door thingy to do pull-ups.
Yep. Careful where you attach that to.
Careful.
We've all been there.
Have we?
One of us has, yes.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, I just put it on this one time and I was being a dick and I went to put it I grabbed onto it the wrong way. So I grabbed onto it where it kind of anchors into the wall and it went out from the wall and I'm just like, whoa, yoga, and then fucking bang.
Tailbone smash on the floor?
Oh, yeah, no, I was alright. I went down, I'm like, oh fuck, put my hands out, but
smart.
I don't know, I'm pretty good.
That's not a good time.
It happens.
Do what Haydn says, not what Haydn does. But yeah, if you go to the fitness aisle in Kmart, you can even get medicine balls. You can get you could make a home gym.
I ran
Kmart.
a boot camp during COVID with Kmart equipment and also Greg's Tire and also some stuff from Brits, but I'm sure they were also from Kmart.
Yeah,
but
Greg's Tire was definitely from Kmart.
Greg's Tire was definitely not from Kmart. I came off a tractor, I think.
Did it really?
I don't know.
How random.
Well, I don't know where you got it. Greg, if you're listening, thanks. Still at my dad's house.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's just sitting underneath the shed, under the deck. Just.
Greg's not using it. Yeah, for anyone out there who is interested in seeing a good exercise library on YouTube, we're putting one together.
We are.
Greg and I did some filming the other day. He did 3 reps of every single exercise.
Which is a lot of training for Greg.
Yeah, he was gassed.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah.
He was sweat. He needed a shower. 3 reps of each exercise. It was embarrassing.
He needs to train more.
Talk about spaghetti arms.
Do as we say, not as we do. Greg doesn't train. Neither do I.
Everyone else does. In all seriousness, though, at-home exercises, you can have a great program at home, and we have actually written a fair few home exercises for people. So
which largely incorporate resistance bands, bodyweight exercises, and just stuff you can find around your house. But then again, shameless plug to Kmart. You can get plenty of equipment from Kmart if you want to start off at home.
Absolutely.
Just get moving.
You can use wine bottle lat raisers.
You can, if you have a look on our Instagram. I'm pretty sure they're still there.
Tins. Do you know, legit, over Christmas, I had my mum using chickpea tins for overhead press because she's never really done it before, and it was very effective.
How many grams of chickpeas were there?
600.
That's a whole 600 grams.
If
That's
you've
not
never
even
done
kilo.
it before,
it's
better than nothing.
It's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Which is good.
You've got to start somewhere.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
But yeah, get yourself some equipment.
Yeah.
If you can.
Basic. It's like you could spend $50 and have a lot of good equipment.
And you don't need much either.
Yeah.
You just need to move your body initially.
Yes.
And that's going to get you plenty of gains from coming from nothing.
Absolutely. Especially if weight loss is your gain. Like you just need to be in a calorie deficit.
Just
energy output, calories in, easy.
Just eat less.
And go
Portion
for a
sizes.
walk.
Yeah, it's just getting the activity up.
Yeah.
Buy a dog, walk it. I bought a dog, I don't walk it though.
Or just walk.
Or just walk. Don't buy a dog.
A dog is for more than just Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
A dog is for life.
A dog is for life. The whole of its life, not yours.
Or both.
Or both. You do see
Depending.
that. No, it depends how old you are.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're like close to carking it, don't buy a dog.
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
You do, you know what? You do you. You do whatever you want to do.
Even if you are close to carking it, I'm sure someone's going to adopt it. I would. If my mum let me.
I don't even know where this is going anymore. Did you just say if my mum let me?
Yeah.
You're such an Aussie bogan.
A lot of this is getting edited out.
Do you still live at home?
Yeah.
Oh, bless
I'm 19.
you. Yeah, I forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is a compliment because you're very smart, and
It's
I
the
forget
facial
that you're
hair.
19. It's what?
The facial hair.
The facial. It is actually.
Yeah. I look like 20.
If I grew some facial hair, would people think I'm older?
100%.
Okay,
You should
I'll
do
work
it.
on it.
Yeah. Just don't shave for a little bit.
I'll just stop shaving.
Just stop
myself.
shaving. Yeah.
Another one when we were discussing this podcast topic was what to do at peak hour. If you're a newbie at the gym and it's peak hour, it's intimidating. Likewise,
Yes.
if you're not a newbie at the gym and it's peak hour and all the racks are taken,
It's fucking
your dumbbells
frustrating.
aren't there, it's really frustrating. What can we do, Coach Haydn?
Well, if you've got a program, which you should, look for exercises you can do that closely mimic what's on your program. Say you've got lat pull down in your program. Are you able to do assisted chin-ups? If not, because someone's doing some fucking these ones on it.
What are these ones? For those
who aren't watching, have you ever seen someone do
Hayden's
the...
new favourite exercise.
Oh, the leg press on, like the single leg press on the assisted
chin-up.
chin-up machine. just if you see someone doing that, they obviously don't have a good coach.
I will insert an example here because Greg and I filmed one for shits and giggles.
It's delicious.
There was actually another one where Britt saw someone using the assisted chin-up bench.
Yeah.
Had his chest on it to do abs.
Did someone actually do that? I thought that was a piss take.
No, it was legit. Someone was using it.
If someone's doing
pushing
crunches on the assisted chin-up machine, they don't have a good coach.
Get in your gym.
Point them our way. Get in your gym.
If you're doing random exercises on the assisted chin-up machine that's not assisted chin-up or assisted dips, stop.
Don't do them. Find a new coach.
Find a new coach.
Or just find a coach in general.
Stop following that influencer that you're following.
Exactly. Don't do what they do anymore.
It is not a glute drive.
They don't know their shit. Exactly. But yeah, so in peak hour, if you've got a good program, or you should have a program, if you're just winging it, you're fine. Just find something else to do.
Yeah.
But if you've got a coach, got a good program in place, try and find either later exercises in that program, which you can do. Obviously not the same muscle group if you don't want to pre-fatigue or anything like that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Or just try and find an exercise that closely mimics what you want to do. So instead of doing a dumbbell row, you could do a seated cable row, or you could do a chest supported machine row, if that's what people call them, because apparently they don't. You know the machines where you do the rows?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
The seated row?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. People give me shit for calling it a chest supported row. Or you could do a chest supported dumbbell row. I don't know, because they're bigots.
But it's a chest supported row.
That's what I thought.
Who gave you shit for it?
Britt.
Oh, senior coach Britt.
Senior
Called
coach
out
Britt,
on the podcast.
I'm right. Because I've got a... Fuck, there's a word for it. I've got a platform to say that. You don't, until we get you on here.
You're just setting yourself up now.
I am digging myself a hole.
Do you know what I actually did the other day though? I needed to do wide grip lat pull down. The lat pull down machine was taken for, I swear, the entire hour. And I kept putting my set back and back and back. So I just used the cable machines, sat my bum on the floor, got myself some ropes.
Fuck yeah.
And just made it work.
Makeshift lat pull down.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
There's no right exercise per se. Like, you can do a lot of different variations of a lot of different exercises and still get the same benefits.
Absolutely.
One session isn't going to make much of a difference.
I also had this little saying, like, your body doesn't really know sets and reps.
No,
it knows time
exactly.
under tension. It doesn't really know that you're not using the right machine. It knows that you're using the same muscles in a similar way.
Yeah.
So as long as you're getting
the same stimulus.
Yeah.
But then also some machines can also set you up for weird movement patterns and stuff.
That is true.
But we'll also talk about that later.
Don't go too far out of the box. Just go as close as you can. And look, if it's that busy, go home and come back.
Yeah. If you've got the luxury
If
of
it's
being
that
able to
much
do
of an
it.
issue.
If you're like Liz and don't have a 9-to-5 job, office job.
Or like Coach Haydn, who didn't start work. It won't start work today for another hour.
I was there at 7 o'clock this morning, thank you very much.
And then had a 7-hour break, but look.
And then had an 8-hour break actually, 7 till 8.
If you're
8 till
looking for a
5.
good coach and you need Tuesdays during the day, I don't know why I looked at my watch and said, Coach Haydn is your man.
I don't know why I looked at my watch. I can't read analog.
It's because he got a new watch and he's bragging about it.
I am. Ooh, Tommy. Tommy.
Oh my god.
We're cutting so much of this out.
I'm not. You think I'm cutting it out and I'm not cutting it out.
It's good value. It's just banter.
So look, if you're new to the gym, get yourself a coach. Make sure you sign up with a coach that cares about you and your goals and does a really decent consultation and
100%.
asks you all about your lifestyle, your goals, your medical history, any injuries, works with any of your allied health professionals if you're seeing anyone else.
Exactly.
Start basic. Please don't go in too hard, too fast, because you will injure yourself and you won't do
100%.
yourself any favors.
Or you'll burn out.
You'll burn out. Leave your ego at the door, honestly.
100%.
There's a little table at the start of the gym. Unpack your ego, leave it there, and get it on the way out.
Train safe, train with good form, good range of motion. Just get the most, or milk the most out of all the exercises you can.
Yeah. If you want to emulate a workout program at home because you're not comfortable to go to the gym, you can do that. Get resistance bands, get a Swiss
100%.
ball, get some medicine balls, go to Kmart.
Weight loss, yeah, you can do at home.
Absolutely.
With at-home training, body weight training.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be as optimal, but you can still do it.
You can still get some solid
Walk
results.
more, eat less or eat smaller portions. Obviously it's going to help if you've got someone who can teach you how to do that, walk you through that, calories, macronutrients, good food choices, all of that. You can do it at home by yourself though.
Easy peasy. Don't attach your resistance band to the cupboard handle doors because your boyfriend will get really angry at you.
Yeah, don't do that. Make sure you use the pull-up machine or the pull-up bar at home the right way.
Or you will hurt yourself.
Yeah. And yeah, if you have got a program in peak hour or you're just nervous about peak hour, just do what's available. Or mimic as close to that program as you can.
Yeah.
It's not the be-all and end-all. It's one session. Make it as good as it can be.
Yeah. And not that we created this particular episode to plug Alpha, but if you need a coach online or in person, hit us up. Head to Instagram, Alpha Strength and Physique, at Haydn Thompson, at Coach Lizzy B.
At Coach Haydn Thompson.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
At Coach Haydn Thompson.
At Choke Haydn Thompson.
Everyone, if you missed that, Haydn changed his Instagram name, and instead of doing Coach Haydn Thompson, he did Choke Haydn Thompson.
I didn't know which C the
Spell
H
check
came
the programs
after.
if you get one from Haydn. Even if you don't want to sign up with us and you've got some questions, flick them over to us on a comment or in a DM, whatever you're most comfortable with. We're here to help. That's why we created this podcast.
Yeah.
We
Ask
care
away,
about you.
Yeah, that's it. We want to make the gym a safe, happy, fun environment for as many people as we can.
And we want to help you achieve your goals.
100%. That's
In
what
or
we're
out of
here
the
for.
gym.
That's why we did our courses.
If you want to run
to help you.
5K in a month,
Yeah, even though it's going to be a very slow 5Ks.
we can get you there.
We can get you there. If that's going to be left into the podcast.
Look, I hope that you've enjoyed this podcast and that it made sense throughout whatever that was that we just spoke about.
Just all of those tangents.
Enjoy your week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.